What up, YouTube? It's your boy Phat, Fat Daddy, Fat Outdoors, and guess what? We coming back at you with another Canteen Cup cook-up. We're out here at Stony Gorge Reservoir, beautiful little federally supported campground, and we're gonna be cooking up something real special today. Let me just show you what we got working for you today. I'm trying to think of what I want to call it. Basically, got a little keto muffin here, or biscuit. But really what I'm trying to get into is this down here. We've got some New Mexico red chili. That's what we're going to be using. We're going to be making a roux, and we're going to be making New Mexico red chili with chicken. Now, customarily it's done with pork, but chicken's what I had in my freezer, so that's what we're using. We got chicken breast. We've got a little ensemble of spices here. The spices I got some cumin. I got some pollo chicken seasoning. I've got a little bit of oregano in here, so that's what we're going to be working with. Some garlic, always got to have that garlic. Let's see. Some almond flour, since I'm doing that keto, we're going to use almond flour for roux. What else I got in my little bag of tricks? I got, instead of sugar, I got some of that stevia or swerve, is what it is. And last but not least, just in case that almond flour roux don't thicken it, I got a little bit of gour gum. So that should thicken it up just nice. If you were doing it, you use cornstarch, you would use regular flour, and seasonings would be the same. Yeah, and obviously you'd use sugar instead of the swerve, but I'm doing a keto version. So that's what we're working with. We're going to be making that Mexican red chili with chicken. All right, well, in the middle of this cook, I just got a call that Deacon Will got into an accident, pretty bad, but praise God, he's all right. I'm a little shook up now, so I'm gonna keep trying to roll with this video, but keep Deacon Will in your prayers. His wife Grace just called me. Yeah, so he was a little shook up. Obviously, the work truck was totaled, but from what I hear, the reports, at least from Grace, he's all right. But yeah, it's got my mind wandering. So here we go. Canteen Cup cook. How's that? Yeah. Got my gloves. I gotta make, what do you say? Get my composure back. I'll be right back with you. All right, now that I got my onion, my garlic, and my chicken prepped, I'm trying to think what I want to do first. I think what I'm going to do is brown off these vegetables, brown off this chicken, set it to the side, and then we're going to start the roux, throw everything in a Canteen cup, and let it simmer down a bit. So, we're waiting for the coals still. I just had to add a whole bunch of wood because my coal bed was dying down. I wasted too much time, had to regain my composure and whatnot. But let's get this show rolling. All right, well now that the wind shifted, that's wonderful. Anyway, whoo, and that fire's hot. What I'm trying to do, I'm trying to heat up my pan. First thing I want to do, get that heated up. Get the oil working around so we can brown our meat. Get them vegetables done. Alright, the skillet's hot. Hot enough, I got a little sizzle. Get those vegetables in there. Woo! That glove got hot, that's for sure. Wind shifted again, isn't that wonderful? We're just gonna saute these vegetables down. As far as this roux goes, I hope it works. Because I really can't control my heat right now. And that's a must when making a roux, is controlling your heat. So, especially I'm using almond flour. You gotta constantly stir. I'm gonna let these vegetables cook down a bit, then we're gonna throw the chicken in there. Alright, so I'm gonna add my chicken. Get this browned off. Get out of there. There we go. Let this chicken cook with these vegetables. Should have used a Trangia. What was I thinking? Trying to be out here, be a woodsman. No, I'm a chef. I ain't no woodsman. But yeah, there we go. Alright, well, this fire definitely is blowing away so much of the heat that I can't even brown my meat. I'm basically steaming it. So what I'm going to do is get it into this Canteen cup, and then I'm going to try and mix the roux. You know what? I'm going to make the roux in the Canteen cup. That's the best thing to do. Make sure I don't mess up. Yeah, so this is why you do this at home first. So I'm going to try and do this quick, fast, and dirty. When you're making a roux, you want to get your flour kind of toasted. Basically, you're deep frying flour. So I'm going to add quite a bit of oil to this pan. Don't get nervous. That should be enough. And then I got to get it really hot over the fire. Then I'm going to dump this in and let it go to work. Keep stirring it. It's going to take a lot of work. Then I'm going to dump all my spices into this. So, whew, we cooking. We cooking. You know, there comes a time when you should say, Paul, you're doing too much. You need to switch over to the Trangia, but hard head make a soft butt. So, let's try and get that oil hot. We out here cooking. Look at this. All that's doing is steaming that meat. It's making all that water. That's not supposed to happen. So that's all chicken broth. I'm gonna let that kind of keep going. It's like boiled chicken now. Okay, I managed to raise the grill. I got my meat and my onions a little bit more brown. The oil's hot. Now I'm just gonna dump some almond flour in here. Not really measuring. I just know it's about a 50-50 ratio for a roux. And get that stirred up. So that's what you're doing. You're just making a little deep fried flour, basically. A little paste in there. I don't know if you can see it. Almond flour. Just gonna let that get real hot and try to get nutty. If it looks a little dry for your taste, just add another little shot of oil in there. Let me give this a stir. Yeah, there it is. It's starting to brown up a little bit. That's doing all right. You don't want to burn this, so you want to make sure you scrape all the edges and everything. It's starting to smell nutty. I'll show you what we do with it once we get it going. I just want it to brown up, so it won't. Basically, you won't have that flour taste. The pan's hot right now, so I can keep stirring it like this. And it's doing pretty good. It's changing color and everything. Got a little ash in there, and it ain't hurt nobody. Oh no, it's onion off the spoon. Yeah, I don't know if you can see it, but it's starting to change color. Maybe I'm not even in screen. There, I don't know if you can see. It's starting to change color. Pan cooling down. I'm going to put it back over the heat. Alright, you can see now how it's toasting. Real good. Don't want to overcook this. It's getting brown. Yeah, no, it's doing good. Not bad. Making a roux. First time in a Canteen cup. Yeah. Roux take a little bit of time. I'm going to make this at home next time. Have it already prepped. Do it with my cast iron and I ain't got nothing to worry about. I just wanted to try it out here, see if I could do it. And I do believe, look at that. It's browning up nicely. I'm getting it. Smells delicious. Smells like a roux. Alright, now you can see it's got a nutty brown color. I'm not going to let it go anymore because I don't want to burn it. This pan's so thin. But yeah, let's see if I can show you that. It's got a nutty brown color. That's what we're looking for. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to add the pepper. Alright, again, this is New Mexico red pepper chili. You don't want to use anything else. You want to use New Mexico red chili. That's the one, it's the Hatch chili, I believe it is. But these are red Hatch chilies. And so you might think I'm pouring a lot. I'm going to pour this whole packet in here. It's not a lot. Usually if I was doing like a dish for the family, I would use 4 of these packets. About 2 cups of this seasoning. So I figured 1 packet should be enough for 1 batch. So got that in there, and what we're going to do is add a little moisture. I want to first mix it in with the almond flour. I'm going to add a little water to this, loosen it up a bit. Be right back. Okay, so I wanted to show you this real up close. So if you ever made chili Colorado, this is basically the same principle. Okay, you use beef, make chili Colorado. This, you know, you use pork or you use chicken. And but this is the consistency that you're looking for. So you want to make kind of not a paste, maybe like a pancake batter, a little bit runnier than pancake batter, but that's what you want to get. So that's your chili, your gravy. I'm just stirring up all the corners. I want to break up all the little clumps, make sure it's nice and smooth before we go to the next step. Next thing I'm doing, now I'm putting in my meat. And my onions. Oh, I lost some. Messed up my skillet. I'm finally going to have to wash it. Oh, ashes are getting all over the place. Okay. After them ashes, this win. I tell you what, Canteen cup video, I'm doing it with the Nano, or the Firebox, because this is frustrating. I'm hunched over. Anyway, now I just want to mix that up real good. We're going to add a little water to this because we got to let it cook. Let that chicken get cooked. Alright, that's what it looks like. We're going to let that cook down. Okay, again, this is like chicken broth, cumin, and oregano. I'm just going to kind of do this to taste. Stir that in. Let me get a little water, loosen this up a bit. Alright, so now I got that mixed in, tasted it, it's real good, just like I expected. Ooh, wind shifted again. Remember, you're making gravy, you're not making soup, so you don't want to put too much water. Add a little bit of water at a time till you get it to where you think it's loose enough for you. It's gravy, not soup. But now that we got that, all we do now, let it simmer. So I'm going to put that on this fire without tipping over. And get this lid on here. We're going to try and let this simmer for a little while. Alright, what I'm doing now is just going to add a little stevia to our boil. This would be sugar if you weren't doing keto, but you just want to add a little sweet to the heat. That balances it out. That's what you're doing, trying to cut the acidity. I'm talking like a chef, but you understand what I'm saying. You want to have a little sweet and heat, you know? Spice and yeah, I don't know, savory, but not savory. But yeah, anyway, that's what you want to do. I'm just going to give it a little taste, see where we're at. Yeah. I'm going to add just a little bit more stevia to it. Somebody pulling up next door. Hopefully y'all can see this. Yeah, just add just a little bit more. This is an easy cook up. Really, you don't even have to do the roux. I was just trying to do it the traditional way, but you could throw the chili in there and just throw some corn maize in there, or maza, or whatever they call it. I don't know what they call it, but you could throw that in there and be just fine. Or you can just leave it with the chili and the seasonings and be just fine. Yeah, I was worried about it thickening up in this little pot, but I didn't have to worry. I should have tried it at home. Controlled environment laboratory. Yeah, but it's doing good. I mean, you can eat it right now, but I like to let my stuff cook. Let everything meld, cook down. Really, if I was cooking this in a pot at home, I'd let it cook for about 2 hours. You know me, I cook everything for 2 hours. So I'm going to let this cook for at least an hour on here. Try to get this heat up a little bit. Alright, it's simmering good now. Got that heat up. Make sure I don't scorch the bottom. Yeah. Oh, let this go for about another 15 minutes, 20 minutes. Then we'll be ready to eat. Scrape the inside of this cup so I don't have so much of a mess. One thing about this place, no running water. So you gotta bring your own stuff. We got this little shower pump thing. It's pressurized, so be great for washing dishes. Hopefully I can get Mama out here. There ain't no flush toilets. She don't like being where there ain't no flush toilets. So, yeah, that's always a problem. God, that smoke. Okay, let me cover this up and let it sit for just a little bit longer. You can see we got a good simmer in there. Even not on the fire, it's still simmering. Oh, almost scorched the bottom. I was down there fishing a little bit. Oh, it smells delicious. All right. Let's see. I think this is good to go. Yeah. Look at it. The chicken's nicely starting to fall apart. Can't really see the onions in there anymore. That means they cooked in. Yeah, I'm just scraping the corners. Let's plate this up and eat. It's, man, 4 o'clock now. I'm hungry. All I had was a little pack of chicharrones today. A couple sips of Rebel Yell. But it's time to eat. Alright, well now that we're getting ready to plate it up, I got a little something special for this. Now this is non-traditional. This, something that Ethiopian cooking would do, but for keto, it works really good for me. Gives me a little more sustenance, because what I would normally do is eat this over rice. One thing I do have to say, I'm going to add a little salt to it, because I didn't put enough of that pollo. So just going to add a little salt. Stir that in. Might even do this. There we go. Huh. Just a little dust of cinnamon. How about it? That works. Found something to do with that cinnamon. That nutmeg, I don't know what I'm going to do with. But, oh my goodness, my mouth is watering. So, like I was saying, if I can get this, in Ethiopia, they make their curries or their food with their gravies. They put hard-boiled eggs in there. So I brought myself 2 hard-boiled eggs, already shelled them at the house. Getting ready to, look at this. This came out wonderful. Now, that's one thing I hate about this Pathfinder thing, that little lock sometimes pop on you. But look at this. We just made New Mexico red chili chicken. Oh my goodness. Cooking outside. Made a roux. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay. Then let me get my little keto bread. Oh man. Yeah, I didn't feel like messing with Bannock today. But look at that. How's that? That looks good. Let me bring it up there so you can see it. Check it out. Oh my goodness. Ooh, it's hecka hot right now. That pan's hot. I guess it was boiling, but yeah. Little hard-boiled egg. New Mexico red chili chicken. And then a little keto biscuit. Oh. Let me say grace real quick so we can get into this. Heavenly Father, I praise you and give you honor. Thank you for a wonderful day. I ask that you would bless this food, make it nourishment to my body as your word is nourishment to our souls. Pray for Deacon Will this morning. I praise you that you spared him, that he didn't get any injuries. I ask that you rest his nerves, that you calm his wife's nerves. Again, Father, I ask that you bless this food. Bless Brother Will and his wife, Grace. In Jesus' name, amen. All right. All right. Amen and amen. Let's dig in. Look at that. New Mexico red chili. There it is. Made with chicken. Now, made this with pork. I wish I had pork, because that's what I would have made it with. Watch out, I do this egg. Look at that. Talk about good right there. Talk about good. Look. Get you a little bite of that. Huh? Let me lick my spoon. See? And the chili is not overpowering. I mean, it's heat, but it's not overpowering, so that's why I poured the whole pack in there. I knew it would go. Use about half an onion. Taste the cumin, the oregano. Look at this. This is a keto biscuit. Look at that. You know what this is made out of? A little bit of almond flour, some cream cheese, and some melted mozzarella. You heat it up in the microwave, mix it all together, throw in almond flour and a little bit of baking powder, and man, you got a biscuit. Look at it. It's a biscuit, but it's hecka cheesy. It's hecka good. Look at that. Take a bite like that. Alright, so you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to jump over in this hammock, enjoy this meal, and hope you guys enjoyed it. So remember, you keep watching these videos, like, pound it, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. And remember this, fat folk, get outside, enjoy life, and always have a lot of fun at it. Phat, Phat Outdoors. Best part about making these videos, man, is getting to eat good food. Hopefully you guys try this. This is hecka good.